What's up guys? Some people asked me to share a build, so I'm making a quick guide. I'm playing second Karina wield stack, spellburst version to be exact, just because it's cheaper. I got to top 13 on Europe Kitava ladder, which is a bit weird to me since the build is nothing crazy like on Chinese server. Currently I'm hitting a cap in 4 to 5 seconds on average, but there is a lot to upgrade. This build is pretty tanky as well, even though I don't have my resistances capped because of this legendary helmet. But even without the cap, I was able to complete Proof of the Brave 3rd and 4th lores almost deathless. You can see the showcase yourself. Let's start with the main concept of the build. You're channeling Path of Flames, charging your spell burst, which lets you trigger your Shadow Shot using this activator. Shadow Shot is stacking wild, which is basically poison from Path of Exile, and you're reaping those stacks. You inflict a ton of stacks because of the trigger rate and the amount of projectiles, which leads to massive damage. As you can see here, almost 2k stacks on a dummy. Pretty simple. What else are we using? Frost Shield to mitigate physical damage. Activator is not mandatory, but very convenient. Star Stalker significantly increases damage against elites and bosses. Same with Black Hole, crazy damage boost. Path of Flames with Guard boosts our survivability, lets us charge Spell Burst, and reaps the stacks we inflict. Path of Flames also makes this build one-button gameplay. Just open your settings, go to Battle, and tick Auto Channel. Now you can click RMB or whatever button you use just once, and you will be constantly channeling. Aura's nothing crazy, precise proj, deep pain, swiftness, and elemental res, all with aura amplification and restrain. If you can't activate all of them, make sure you have a high enough level of restrain. Candles are important, you need tier 0 aura effect on both of them. +1 proj is not mandatory, however it boosts your DPS significantly. Default tree. But if you're playing Spellburst version, make sure to pick these nodes to get mana on hit, otherwise the build won't work. For pedigree, you could also pick Reflection, Daze, Windwalk, or Affliction, for example, as a second node. Twisted Belief is a must. Also, +1 max Spellburst is mandatory. You can have it with whatever you want, it shouldn't be exactly the same. And it's also pretty cheap right now. You also need this mod, and you need 2 of them, just for the build to work. They are really cheap right now, just get 2 of them. As you can see, I have 2. Crafted ones are also really strong. I think I have 1 of each mod that can be used on this build, so you can just copy every mod you see and combine them however you want. But the strongest ones are Blur Effect and Wild Stack. Also make sure your chance to inflict a wield stack is 100%, you can see it right here, info, last page, wield chance. Now let's see the memories. My memories are really cheap, except for the third one. It has +2 hero trait level on it, which boosts your DPS significantly, but if you want a cheaper version, you can buy a different base stat, not the movement speed, or just buy Affliction effect, for example, but make sure to upgrade it later. Random affixes are pretty straightforward as well. Reap cooldown, damage over time or erosion damage, Affliction effect, all good. Also, I've made a block setup, it boosts your survivability a lot. Just roll spell and attack block here and there. Gear might seem expensive, but it's not, or at least not all of it. Helmet is the core of the Spellburst version. Otherwise, it won't work. I'm not sure if high roll is needed, since we're dealing damage reaping stacks. Armor is cheap, you can start without Corruption, but Corruptions boost DPS, obviously. Also, crafted armor would be better, but you'll have to set up this candle with Barrier of Radiance to not ruin the build. Amulet is nothing crazy, but the curse is mandatory. It gives a lot of damage. You want to buy a base with a curse first and then craft it. Also, I wouldn't try to roll the curse yourself, it's very expensive because the downside you get is also random. Gloves are default, the amount of stacks is the most important stat, base will damage is second important, erosion penetration would be a good corruption. Belt is dirt cheap, wield base damage is the most important stat. Lone Walkers are really good, but you can start with these boots. These are really good. Lone Walkers should be with erosion amplification, but you could also buy Deep Pain, just change your skill aura then. The more aura effect the better, obviously. Rings are just T1s, but the curse is really strong, guys. Again, buy the base with the curse on it, they were like 100 or 200, and then roll the ring. Wands are expensive, but you don't need any T0 mods straight away. The build has more than 100 billion DPS without a single T0 mod. Instead of reaping cooldown, just roll damage over time or erosion damage increase. I can show you the example, like right here. And instead of +2, just roll energy shield. Also, if you're going for the priceless ones already, then buy a base with a blur on it, like this one. It's the best implicit, but you could also get erosion pen or additional damage over time. I think that's it. I'll leave a build code in the description. You can use it right here. Pro builds, quick builds, enter build code, and just enter it right here. Also, I will try to find some cheaper versions maybe and add them as well. Maybe I'll also edit the description later if I'll find more setups. Leave your thoughts in the comments, let me know if you'd like to see updates on this build. I think I'm gonna go for 20 showdown boss kills as well. So yeah, let me know guys if you're interested in such min-max content, or you enjoy watching streamers farming 7.2 more. Sub for more, and I'll see you in the next one.